Mock Draft Monday. When you add in the draft, but you add in the Monday. Guys, let's just see how this goes. Who knows? Maybe this can go very positive, right? So starting off right away, we have our 10th overall pick. Yeah. Start draft. Now, we actually get I think this is full 7 rounds. So last week they only had 5 rounds still. This is now 7 rounds, which is actually really freaking dope and cool. So we get a little bit of a change up here. Also, I don't know what happened in this draft, but for some reason, Ashton Genty is still available. So Travis Hunter, number 1. Okay, going down this list here, quarterback. I don't know how Ashton Genty actually is still available, but I'll be honest with you, that's not even a question for me. And I know I'm going to get a lot of pushback on this, a lot of hate for this. You do not let Ashton Genty get away from you. You take him. I understand, well, we don't need a running back that bad. We got Chase Brown. You take Ashton Genty. 100%. That's just, it is what it is. It's like taking Gibbs or taking Bijan Robinson. You take those guys. Anyway, second round. And also, for most of these picks, I'm going by positional thing, not really going by, like, player, for example. Like, again, we have not deep dived into these players yet. We won't do that until the offseason. So, some of these players, again, I'm just going positional because a lot of these players will not be here by the time the draft does come around, okay? It won't. It will not in any way be here. So, a lot of these will be completely gone. We'll also probably have a better draft pick, right? So, there'll be players right now who are projected to be third-round picks who might be first-round picks. There's players who are going to be first-round picks right now who might be third, fourth-round picks, right? It is what it is. The draft order changes and draft big board changes all the time. Anyway, second round. What we got for players available? See, in the second round, I would love to take a corner. But if it's not in the cup of tea, I'm okay with taking edge rusher in the second round. But corner would also be something I really would love to take. Maybe corner in the third round. We don't have too many draft picks. I'm just realizing that as we go around here. I'm going to take a center / hopefully move him to guard. I'm taking a linebacker. I feel like wide receiver, here's my thought in my process on this one. I feel like for receiver, we might pick someone up in free agency to replace T. I know it's not going to be that good, but I could see us going for someone in free agency to potentially try to replace T. Higgins. And that might be kind of the thought process we go with. Is okay, get someone in free agency, get someone who we think could be a solid player, maybe more of a veteran guy, maybe bring back Tyler Boyd for peace sake, right? Even though he's a slot guy, not a, overall deep guy, but still, that's what I feel like we're going to do. Again, like I said, I might be completely wrong, but that's kind of my thought process when it comes to how we're going to place T. Higgins, or we bring him back. And I still think there's a good chance we bring him back. I think there's a great chance that he gets a, lesser contract because the fact that, yeah, he obviously is going through a lot of injuries this year, hasn't had that great of a season. I think there's a good chance that we see T. Higgins back in, black and orange next year because of that. And I think, it's just the injury factor. The injury factor is going to be what really determines how good a player ends up, or how well their situation ends up turning out. And obviously injuries, kill a player's career. So, I don't think he's going to get paid that much because of that. But I think he's also going to be really ticked off that he's on a 1-year franchise tag because he could have gotten paid last year. Anyway, though, we do have a B- for, for pretty much all of our picks except for the A's. So, not bad. Again, I'm not going based on player. I'm going, except for Ashton Genty. I'm going there based on player 100%. That's not even a question. But we really need, like, we are taking the L not having Joe Mixon anymore. We need a good premier star running back. And I love Chase Brown, but I think we need a 1A, 1B type guy. We need, like, Chase Brown's a great 1B. Give us a 1A, right? And I think Chase Brown will eventually become a 1A. So then we get a 1B, right? 1-2, 1-2. That's what we need. We need to really get this running game popping. And obviously, the offensive line sucks. But Joe Mixon last year did great behind a great, awful offensive line. And he's doing great with the Texans behind an awful offensive line. So, it is what it is. Landon Jackson, Maxwell, Parker, and then, yeah. So, again, like I said, outside of Genty, completely disregard the actual players. These guys are nothing, okay? We're talking about positions. I would like to go edge rusher in the second round, third round corner, fourth round center, / guard, linebacker, guard, and safety. Now, again, depending on how the draft falls to you, you might take somebody else. They said here I should have probably taken this guy over Maxwell. So I should have taken this guy, a defensive lineman, over a corner. I'm okay with that, right? I have no problem if that's the direction we go with here. But yeah, so that's kind of my mindset. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys in the next one.